am back with another video, and this one is about Dr. Umar Johnson. Yes, let's get into it. So, I wanted to find out about the school that he's been trying to build and how come he's having obstacles and making that dream of his become reality. And though we heard through numerous videos on various platforms of why it probably didn't happen, there is also some aspects in his chart that shows, hey, you're going to have challenges, buddy. And I wanted to check them out and get into them. Now, he was born August 21st, 1974. So he is a late degree, which we call third decan Leo. So he's closer to like the Virgo aspect. And he was born in 1974. I don't have a time of birth. I was looking for it, but I have a hypothetical. And using that put him at a Leo sun, a Leo moon. And let's go on into it. The house system has them starting at Aries just because we don't have the birth time. But he has, let's look where I really want to get to the meat and potatoes. Right there. That is Jupiter retrograde in his 12th house of Pisces. So, Jupiter, from some of the text, it says that Jupiter will help you show up in expansive, inspiring, and exuberant ways, creating your own luck through your faith that things will work out. This is the strongest trine that any planet can receive. So, with that being said, Jupiter is like a blessing, a planet of luck, a planet of expansion. However, it's in retrograde and it's in Pisces. And Pisces is watery and it's also about dreams and delusions. And it would take a lot of more time to just get anything done. It's in the 12th house. The 12th house deals with, what is it endings, hospitals. It deals with some other aspects as well that I'm drawing a blank now because I knew all this time. But institutions, it does deal with that as well. And I wanted to bring up the fact that with that being retrograde, he has this dream and desire to build a school, and it could have happened, but unfortunately, Jupiter retrograding, he's biting off more than he can chew. And I could see that, and with him biting off more than he could chew, it is, whether it's having the right plans in place, whether it's having the right people in place. He needs a team. He's not seems like team player. That's not going to serve his purpose. He needs a team. And he doesn't have any planets in his 11th house to show that he would be blessed with having a team or having team players to help him. So some people will say, okay, then, what else is there? Well, across his 12th house. Oh, yeah, there's a comment. Cool beans. Across his 12th house was the 6th house. It's kind of cut off here. As you can see, he has Mars in Virgo and Mercury in Virgo. Yep. And the Mercury's at 2 degrees. Had he had it in Leo, would be even better. But he has it in Virgo. And so because of that, it's opposing his Jupiter in Pisces, retrograde. So his action, usually when you have an action planet like Mars, you put in the action and do what you need, you will get a blessing from your work, which is your Jupiter. But it's not happening that way. It's a challenge. It's opposing. See that red line going straight across? It also doesn't help that he has 2 degree Mercury in Virgo, which conjuncts, and conjuncts mean joining, collaborating, you know, like Peaches and Herb, like Astro and Simpson, that type of thing, a team. They work well together because they're both in the same sign, house placement. However, when it comes to Mercury and Jupiter, he could be all talk, but and show that he's going to have action. Let's go back. All talk and show he got action. But that is also opposing his Jupiter. So with the talk, doesn't reflect what he talks. His actions does not reflect what's he saying or promising to the people. And that's a lot of things he's been promising. I also wanted to point out here that he has his sun. You see his sun sign in Leo. But he also has Venus in Leo. Right now the sun's transiting through Leo because it's Leo season. I'll say this. His sun and Venus conjunction. Remember Team Collabo? This is where he's getting at. He needs a woman, a strong woman to help him, because it's in the 5th house. 5th house is about fun, playfulness, children, flings as well. He's he's a ladies' man, but he's charming. He got the gift of gab. So that's just a warning. It's like the great pumpkin right there. Especially when it comes with this Venus. It ain't gonna produce much. And if anything, you got Saturn in the 4th house, which you can't see, but that also produces innocent Cancer. Saturn and Cancer, yuck. No comment on that placement. Saturn and Cancer is a malefic. And malefic means it is not at its best place. It's like having a soprano sing the bass chords of every song. It will not sound right. It doesn't do as well in that sign, Cancer and Saturn. And it's in the 4th house. 4th house is home. Yikes. Okay, I'm done with that. So it's lessons. It's stern. Harsh realities. Now, not to sound like a negative Nancy, because that's not me ever, but I will be realist and just say that what would be the best outcome for him in this schooling? Well, honestly, because Saturn and Pluto and Jupiter transiting Capricorn in Well, yeah, retrograde. It's in that 10th house from what it looks like there. His reputation is about to be put on the line about this school. So if he don't do well with this school, he can just call it the day. He could say this is it. I will say though, it was better off to do this when Jupiter goes into Pisces, which would be another, I think, 4 years from now. Because Jupiter will be going into Aquarius soon, like towards the end of the year, beginning of the new year, 2021. He should wait to 2024, 2025 to try to put this project together, or at least reveal it to the masses that this is what he's planning to do. Because right now, there's a lot of opposition with that, whether it's financially and whether it's contractually and just in general. I think I said enough for now. If I see anything else, I will come back with another session. Take care.